to this day, every once in a while I get the question, why did you join KW? That's because I had done very well on my own as a lone wolf realtor. I didn't know any other agents. I'd never joined another company before. I'd had commercial experience, but not residential. So I guess in my naivety, I figured, well, if I could do it in commercial, I can do it in residential. So after being 10 years in and just tired, not that I wasn't making money, I was making good money, but my wife and I were both exhausted. When you're trying to run a company, you're doing it all yourself, you really have to know what you're doing. But you also have to know what you're doing if you're trying to build a team. Building a team is an art. It's an art of science. And you've got to know how to do that. Well, my wife and I came to the conclusion that we can't go through life just tired all the time, being on vacation and trying to pick up calls. And it's a very frantic life if you get to a certain point in volume and you've got to take care of everybody. So I rolled the dice with KW. I didn't even talk with any other companies, but they had impressed me in the past on deals, how organized their agents were on everything that they did. Everything was because of their admins and the way they ran their teams. Everything ran like clockwork on those deals. And I wasn't really even considering for a long time doing this, but I've always been impressed with the way that worked. So they just happened to catch me at the right time. Dick Lacari, who is our partner here, or managing partner for KW, this office, and he has some others too. He happened to call me one day, and it wasn't even about joining the team. It was maybe speaking at some type of a deal that he had going, he had organized. And I said, Dick, by the way, I think I'd like to talk to you about KW, how this could work. Well, it was very important to me that I keep my name. I spent 10 years building that up, and people in this area knew me. In fact, once I joined KW, agents would say, why did you join? They knew I didn't need to have KW to run my business for me. What advantage would I get joining a company? So I started telling people that story, and to this day, I still get people asking me, why did you join KW? What was it? So this is a good time to put it into words, why I did. Again, it wasn't for leads. I'd never made a deal from KW here, never asked for one, never expected one, but it was learning how to work efficiently, work smart, and delegate, and run a team. And I still struggle with that. I'm not saying I'm the best team leader out there, but it taught me a tremendous amount about what it takes to run a successful team with stability where everybody's happy, and that's what they did for me. So other people will tell you why they joined KW. There's all types of different reasons, but for me, that was the number one thing that mattered to me. And I can't promise anybody that they're going to have a strong team, but there are so many people out here that can help you build a team and give you advice. We have some great teams in our Allen office, and we're number one in all of Collin County. So that should tell you that we carry a lot of weight out here. I love being part of a company that's number one, and we are in Collin County. Great agents that I learn from. We all teach, not the newer agents necessarily, but all of our heavy hitters. They're always teaching classes. Well, they don't have to do that. We don't get paid for that. We do it because we enjoy helping other people be successful. So what does that say about the company? It just tells you what type of passion we have about our business. So if you're thinking of joining a company, there are a tremendous amount of business opportunities with KW, and mine again was building a successful team, being around successful people, sharing ideas, all the things that I still appreciate to this day. So I hope that helps, and if that is something you're going to consider, I couldn't recommend KW more highly. Thank you.